I'm in my garage and today I'm going to be upgrading my toggle switches. One toggle switch goes to the exterior light and the other toggle switch goes to the garage lights. I'm going to be replacing the garage lights with a motion sensor and the outdoor light just with the regular toggle switch. And I'm changing the toggle switch because the one in there is finicky and old, and so it matches the cover plate. Let's jump right in. First thing I want to do is secure the power to the switches before I work on them. I'm going to turn both of these on and make sure that my power tester actually works. And I'm going to turn off the power for my garage lights. I know exactly where that is because I've already labeled all my breakers. Now I'm going to test and make sure that I got the right breaker. And you'll run into situations where there can be a toggle switch in each gang box and they can be on separate breakers. So you want to check both of them. Power's dead. I'm going to remove the switches now. Going to replace the toggle switch first. And you need to figure out what is your line and what is your load. Line, if you remember the IN in line, that's the voltage coming in. That is going to be on the left side of this in this case, because here is all of our main power right here coming in on this 4-way WAGO splitter. So I'm removing the line wire right now. The bare is going to be the ground. And this is going to be our load, which goes to the outside light. Here's our new switch. And on this one, the top is going to be our load, which goes to the light, and the bottom is going to be the line, which is the incoming power. I'm going to make a little loop with this wire. And then hook that in. Pinch it down so it makes at least a 180. That way you know that it's not going anywhere. Got that connected. Again, I'm going to pinch this down so it makes at least a 180-degree loop. And it's going to pull that wire in because it's going the same direction, so it doesn't go anywhere. And same thing with the ground. All right, that toggle switch is good to go. Now we're going to replace this toggle switch with the motion sensor. And this is going to be a little bit different because we do need a neutral for this sensor, I believe. Top one is going to be our load. Bottom line is separate those. I want to get this neutral out. I've got some spare 14-2 wire. I'm just going to strip it. And this wire nut should be big enough to hold that in. And I'm going to twist this until it actually starts twisting the wire itself onto the other neutral wires, like it is right now. Give it a tug. And I'm going to clean up these wires a little bit. There's not really a good connection. It's not going to the top of the Wago right there. So I'm actually going to rip these out. And this one, that's pushed all the way in. Just going to use a new wire since I have it. And push that all the way up in there. Now I'm just going to wire everything up. Line our incoming voltage. And you want to twist this and hold the wires until the braided wire actually starts twisting around. Sorry, the stranded wire. Now double check all of these wire connections. One thing I'm going to do, it's not completely necessary, but we've got bare ground wire and we've got bare screws, so I am going to put electrical tape around this just so there's no mishaps when I push everything in. Now, those 2 wraps of electrical tape will protect these conductors should this ground wire accidentally nick it. But when I put it in, I'm going to make sure that it's not touching it anyway. Just to be nice for the next person that may have to work on this in the future. Now before I put the cover back on, I'm going to go ahead and turn the breaker on, just in case there's some pops. We don't want to put the cover on and then have to take all this out again. No pops. And let's see if the lights turn on from the motion sensor. And we can check the back door light. Looks good. We have one small issue. This box is not holding this top left-hand screw. It just won't hold it. It's stripped out. Because if I push this in and tighten down, I mean, it just pushes in without even spinning. Can actually pull it out. That's not good. I have a bolt that is a little longer and it's a tad bit thicker. I'm going to drive that in there. What you don't want to do is put in something like a drywall screw, which seems to be the go-to for a lot of apartment maintenance technicians I work with, but it's not up to code to do that. Hold that straight. There, now we're nice and flat on all fours. Now I know there's some gaps around the switch, but this is like the only semi-finished wall in the entire garage, and this garage is never going to get finished. I'll sell it like it is. Nice little upgrade though. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dave. This fix is done.